You don't need an appointment, and you don't need to be a techie to set up and activate your Midco services. This video covers how to activate a coax outlet, also known as a cable wall outlet, in your home. If a Midco technician is installing services, they'll take care of this for you. If you're self-installing and need to activate a coax outlet, here's what you need to know. First, an outlet must be active to deliver a signal to your Midco internet and TV equipment so you can enjoy your services. Wiring varies by home, but the process of activating outlets is the same. It's important to know that there is no electrical current going through coax cables, so they are safe to handle. So how does signal get to your home and your coax outlets? The Midco network extends from a telecommunications pedestal in your neighborhood to your home. A cable connects the pedestal to your house box, and another cable routes inside your home to a splitter. Generally, the splitter looks like this. A cable in port comes from your house box, and multiple out ports distribute the signal throughout your home. Some ports are dedicated to certain functions and should not be removed. They should be properly labeled. Also, homes usually have multiple cable wall outlets, but some may not be activated if they're not needed. That's because splitting your signal too much can weaken it and affect the quality of your internet and TV service. Before you start activating your coax outlet, here's what you need. A 7/16 inch wrench, a flathead screwdriver, and a flashlight, or even better, a smartphone with both flashlight and camera apps. Optionally, you may need a ladder if your splitter is in a hard-to-reach area. Later, you may discover you need a replacement splitter or coax cables. Stay tuned for details. If you know where your cable coax lines enter your home, no need to go outside. But if you don't know where they are, locate the Midco house box attached to the side of your home. Typically, it's 3 to 5 feet off the ground. Next, figure out where the coax lines enter your home. The entry point can be in a variety of places. Some of the most common places to check include laundry rooms, utility rooms near an electrical panel or the furnace, or media closets. Near the entry point, find the splitter we explained earlier. If your home has been served by multiple providers in the past, be sure to find the coax splitter and cables with Midco approved fittings as shown here. Use a smartphone to take a photo of your splitter so you know how everything's currently connected. Time to pause for a quick safety tip. If your splitter is in a hard-to-reach location, you may need a ladder. Be sure to place the ladder on a solid, level surface to ensure stability. Also, follow all of the manufacturer's recommended operating procedures. Okay, back to the splitter. Now identify the in port. Sometimes you can pinpoint your inline coax cable because it may be labeled or even routed separately from other cables. Make sure the cable going to the in port is tight. Use a 7/16 inch wrench to tighten, but avoid over-tightening this connection. Next, locate the splitter's out ports. You need one available out port to run a single coax line to a wall outlet in a room. Important, if you have an adapter like this, do not detach it. Just like the warning label says, do not remove this. It's required for some devices within your home that use a MoCA network. There's a chance that your Midco coax splitter doesn't have any open out ports. If that's the case, you need to disconnect an existing cable. First, check to see if any cables run to rooms where you aren't using the cable wall outlet. If so, disconnect that cable. If you're using all the outlets, we recommend that you decide to disconnect one. Any services in that room will go offline. Another option? Get a splitter with more out ports. Contact Midco or visit a customer experience center for a splitter approved to work with our network. It's important to note that having too many out connections could cause signal strength issues, affecting the quality and performance of your Midco services. Once you've identified an open out port on the Midco coax splitter, connect it to the coax cable for the wall outlet you want to activate. If you aren't sure which coax cable goes to a particular wall outlet, you may have to try multiple cables to find the right one. Make sure the cable going to the out port is tight. Use a 7/16 inch wrench to tighten, but avoid over-tightening this connection. If you've already installed a modem or cable TV equipment connected to the wall outlet, it may take a few minutes before your devices come online. If your devices aren't working after 5 minutes, remove the cable connected to the splitter. You could have the wrong coax cable for that outlet. Try a different one. If you know you have the right coax outlet, but your devices aren't working, You may have a bad coax cable going to your device. Try another coax cable. Contact us if you need one. Once your coax outlet is active, make sure that any other devices are still working. This may include other providers, such as satellite TV or your own home phone or cable services. Having trouble? Check the cable wall outlet you recently connected to the coax splitter for Midco services. With a flathead screwdriver, remove the coax wall plate. Verify the coax cable going to the back of the wall outlet is fully connected. Use the 7/16 inch wrench to tighten the connector. Be careful to not over-tighten. If you're self-installing Midco services, here's where you can find helpful resources. For a step-by-step walkthrough, go to midco.com/setup. For video tutorials and self-install guides, go to midco.com/support. Our support site is also where you can find other help and troubleshooting tools, plus how to reach our customer care team via chat, text, social media, and phone.